Good day, good people. It is Stephanie, and welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you are returning. In today's video, we are going to do, or I am going to do, my currently inked for October. I'm going to share with you the colors that I've chosen for October, as well as what pens I have put these inks in. So if you are interested, please keep watching, and I hope you enjoy. The first ink that I have chosen for October is a Ferris wheel press ink called Stroke of Midnight. All of the inks that I'm sharing with you today are samples, and this one is called Stroke of Midnight, and I think it is a very nice blue ink. The pen that I have put Stroke of Midnight in is my Visconti pen that I just got maybe a week, 10 days ago. I've already shared a video of me unboxing it, but it's this beautiful blue pen called Poseidon. And I chose to put this Ferris wheel press Stroke of Midnight ink in it. And for a Ferris wheel press ink, I have to say it is very wet in this pen with this fine nib. Okay. For our second ink, I have chosen to use Private Reserve's Color Burst. This is a sample I've had for a while. I still enjoy it. It's a nice brownish color ink. Not much left in the sample, but still haven't decided if I'm going to get an entire bottle because I do have quite a few brown inks that I do like very much. And I have put Copper Burst in this Conklin All American. This Conklin is called Yellowstone. I have quite a few Conklins in my collection. I know sometimes people don't say the nicest things about Conklins, but I actually love a good Conklin nib. And this is my first stub nib. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. This is my first time using a stub. I have some stubs that came on some other pens because I really wanted the pen, and then I changed out the nib, but I've decided to go for it this month and actually use the stub. So this is a Conklin stub nib with this Copper Burst color in this Conklin All American pen. Okay. Next is the ink that I was just so giddy about receiving, and I'm using the sample, but I have since gotten the bottle. It is a Dominant Industry exclusive ink to Wonder Pens, and it is called Ginger Chicken. Those of you that have heard of Ginger Chicken or know about Ginger Chicken, I hope you love it as much as I do. It's just a fun, pretty ink. And if you haven't, here is Ginger Chicken, y'all, for the fall. I'm trying not to get too much, but then it makes me not get enough. But you see it. And she's even more prettier when she dries down. Now, what did I ink up with Ginger Chicken? No other than my best new girl, my Esterbrook and Bungle Box collab, my beautiful Kingfisher pen. I decided to offset the blue and go with that beautiful orange that you see there. And at the time that I ordered this pen, the ink that they made specifically for it was still on back order. And I'm actually waiting for the UPS man right now to deliver that ink. And when he does, I will jump back on and share it. You know I will. But this is Ginger Chicken by Dominant Industry in my Esterbrook Esty with a fine nib. And I think they play and pair well together. Okay, for my third color and pen for October. This one's a little bit out of the box for me, but that's okay. This is Diamine Aurora Borealis. And I just really, really love this color. And you guys know me from the beginning, how I've always talked about I'm not really a blue girl, but when it comes to blue, I can do your teals and your turquoise. This is her right here. This is the bottom of this sample. And I already have a bottle in one of my carts. One of the many carts I always have ready to go ahead and get a bottle and quit playing because I love this color. Now I have this color inked in my Monteverde super mega pen. Isn't she pretty? She is girthy. She is executive looking because of her simplistic look. She's got some good weight on her. And so I've inked her up with Diamine, Aurora Borealis. And I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, you guys know, correct me, please. I'm not above correction. I want to say it right. But I think that is a pretty, pretty color. Okay, hang in there with me, guys. I just have two more. In my next pen, I don't know if I've mentioned in a previous video, about a week or two ago, we did a ink swap at my local stationery store. I hosted one, and this is an ink I got from a pen friend there. It is a Kobe ink. I know I'm gonna mess up the name, but it's a Tanzia Tanzia yellow. I know I'm not pronouncing that right because that J and that I is silent on the end. But this is a beautiful color to me, especially when it dries. Because right now it looks like not quite a baby poop yellow just yet. Maybe baby food. But it caught my eye once it dried down. Okay. And I put this color in my matte black Pilot Vanishing Point. This is a medium nib. And of course I have to look back on the bottle to spell this correctly. Okay, but I think that is a pretty color as well. And then lastly, if you watch my previous video when I did the battle of the orange inks, I showed a few different oranges and I showed a few different pens, and I talked about how I wanted to pick an orange in honor of October and pick an actual orange pen. And I know Ginger Chicken could have sufficed, but I was looking at my stash, and you know that's our motto, to use our stash. So that's what I wanted to do. With that being said, the ink I ended up picking was a Herbon ink, and it's the Cornaline de Egypt. At least that's the southern way. But again, it is a Herbon ink. It's a shimmer ink. And you guys were supposed to vote for a color and vote for a pen. So I don't know how many of you voted for the Herbon, because I know in that video there were 2 different Herbons to pick from. But the pen I ended up going with is my Esterbrook Camden, appropriately called Oktoberfest, is the name of this pen. And she is a fine nib. So this is the J. Herbon. Cornaline, I don't want to spell that wrong either. De Egypt, if you will. And see, it's got an E on the end of Egypt, and I'm just assuming that it is silent, but I know somebody will get me together. And if I didn't say yes, this is a fine nib, and this is a shimmer ink. So yes, these are the 6 inks and the 6 pens I chose for October. Now I have to be honest, I'm not sure in what order these videos will upload. Saying that, I'm not sure, but I hope that I would have uploaded the video of this Conklin Misto 1898 prior to this video. But if I have not, there is an unboxing. And this ink is currently, this pen is currently not inked, because it is one that I wanted to do with you guys on this video, since I hardly ever ink up on video. I mean, I have before, but it's really just not my thing. But at any rate, I'm going to ink that beautiful pen with a Birmingham Pen Company Interstellar Bronze ink. Okay, so let me shake it up. I don't think it has shimmer. I forgot to look at the bottom. But I believe it to just be a funky enough ink, in a jazzy way, it doesn't smell, to put in that beautiful funky pen. It's got some gold, some yellow, some brown, definitely some green. It's just a nice color to me. And I actually got this in a pen swap with a friend named Laura. Hi, Laura, if you're watching this video, and thank you again for this beautiful ink. It is going into my Conklin Misto. Okay, and I guess if my point is to ink up on camera, then maybe I should be in the frame, you think? Okay. And you guys know, I know I've heard here lately that some people don't advise you to ink up through the converter. I do, just because with some of my pens, I don't want to stain the top of it right above the nib. I learned that over the summer, inking up my white pens. They were quite a feat to clean after the fact. So I started doing it this way with pens that have lighter resin and color around here. Although this one isn't as light per se, but the pen is lighter. You get the gist of it. And again, this is a Birmingham Pen Company, Birmingham. And this is Interstellar, one word, but I'm going to break it into two. Bronze. And this nib is a fine. Okay. And that feels pretty good. Let me put the cap back on before you guys faint, because somebody is saying, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So yeah, here we go. 7 inks for October. What do you guys think? The Ferris Wheel Press, the Private Reserve, Dominant Industry Ginger Chicken, the Diamine, Kobe. Now see, look at that. Look at how that's dried down. I think that is gorgeous. The Herbon, it's not dry all the way yet, but that's pretty as well. And then the Interstellar Brown. I think these are some great choices. And of course, like any other pen girly, you know, I may add a few more or maybe even take some away. I doubt I take any away. And I'm going to try my best not to add any more. And hopefully I can write some of these dry. But yes, these are my currently inked for October. In the comments, tell me what you think. Are there any colors here that you already have and that you enjoy in some of your pens? And if you do, what pens have you put them in? Like I said, talk to me in the comments. You guys know I encourage that because I will answer back. Please like the video if you did, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, please share my channel with other stationery lovers and pen and ink enthusiasts as well, so they can just come and join the party. But with that being said, please love on your family, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great one. Bye-bye.